Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. Don't mind my hair, I just woke up. 2 videos in 1 day, PogChamp. I wanted to talk about some interesting Chapter 24 rumors that are circulating around right now. Of course, take all these ideas with a grain of salt so we're not disappointed like we were this morning. There's an interesting Twitter account that was created actually April 2022, so within the past 2 days. It's called DBDLeaks. And they posted these kind of weird looking like alien leaks. I'm not really sure what to make of them. Now, of course, if this is leaking a new chapter, this is not in line with what we saw with DBDLeaks. There's a picture of an alien, and then there's like a picture of an alien egg, it looks like. And yesterday they even posted, because it's April 1st, no leaks will be posted today. I gotta be honest, I don't believe that this is actually a leak or this is true, but it is more in line of what I thought would be coming for the anniversary chapter before like 3 days ago. So I don't think it's true, but I think it's worth mentioning because the name BlackVeilLeaks is the same name of the account that leaked the artist. Like, take a look at this account right here, Crow's Nest BlackVeilLeaks. This was the exact account that leaked the artist, and now we're seeing a similar name here. It was created a couple days ago, kind of like the artist, so it's just interesting that it's out there, but I don't think it's real. The visuals that we see of the xenomorph here could be from the Aliens Fireteam Elite game that came out in August 2021 last year. If there's any validity to this at all, it's hard to tell why the leaks would be coming out now, and they look kind of strange when comparing it to the artist leaks that we saw. People have tried to compare the body parts of this rendered model with the Aliens Fireteam Elite model, and it looks like it's pretty similar in a lot of these spots here. So again, it looks like it's not true. So this BlackVeilLeaks Twitter account says April 26th. That is falling right on a Tuesday, but I'm not sure why that date's in the header of this Twitter. I mean, the mid-chapter 23.5 is coming this Tuesday. So there's no way there's going to be like an announcement on April 26th. In general, the consensus amongst the community seems to be that it's going to be either a vampire or a giant spider. Both of those creatures are kind of tied to Hattie Care's lore, I think. So those are possibilities. Like I said before in the previous video, it might be like an original folklore version that they kind of make their own. They put their own twist on it and make it their own original behavior creation. The whole idea of like going into cabins kind of makes sense with a vampire if it's kind of like a coffin-like experience, one could argue, but that's kind of all we know about those two theories. I saw another really interesting post. Of course, take this with a grain of salt because there's been so much fake news lately. April 1st was yesterday, so just be very wary. I played a game with an actual old DBD dev who was drunk. He asked us if we played DBD and we all said yeah, and he said the killer after the Onion would be locker based. And also kind of based on the Babadook. Not sure how true it'll be though. This is the guy who told us, and there's an account linked here. We know that there was some sort of betrayal that happened during the artist leaks. Like, I guess it could be possible that this is the same dev that leaked the artist. Again, this isn't confirmed, but maybe the dev knew the next 3 or 4 chapters. There was rumors that they actually fired the dev that leaked the artist. So if this is the same dev, that'd be kind of in line with those rumors. This is definitely worth mentioning though, because we could be seeing kind of like an original version of a Babadook killer, maybe like a stealth-based killer. Or maybe it just looks similar aesthetically to the Babadook. We're not really sure at this point. This message is something that surfaced a long time ago and people kind of just wrote it off. Because there's so much news out there. There's so much fake news. People just can't tell what's real and what's not. Since the message is kind of valid now, I have to say, like, this thing is calling out there'd be a locker-based power. DBDLeaks is saying that now, and it looks like it could be an original-based Babadook killer if these rumors are true. Mass even said in the Discord, original Babadook apparently. So we're getting an OG Babadook, but killer is locker-based. I'm not sure how much validity there is to that because that hasn't been posted officially on the Twitter. Your guess is as good as mine. Just definitely a couple things I wanted to mention, and I'm sorry if I seem a little bit jaded because I was looking forward to a licensed chapter for Chapter 24, and the fact that it was leaked and that it was leaked this early, like the surprise was spoiled this early. I don't know how I feel about all that. I really like speculating and guessing and doing research and trying to figure out what's going to happen and the anticipation of it. And I guess that's kind of ruined for me now, so I'm kind of down because of that. And again, like the fact it's not a licensed chapter. I was looking forward to either like FNAF, Alien, The Nun, something really big. The Walking Dead would have been awesome. I know a lot of people are bummed, and I've read the comments. Some people are really, really hyped that it's an original chapter. On the upside of things, I think the best killer that's been implemented lately is the Blight, and that was an original creation. I'm talking about like killer mechanics and killer balance. The Blight was probably the best, most recent chapter. So hey, it could be a really, really awesome anniversary chapter with a new original killer. They're not tied down with the constraints that they usually have with licensed chapters. They have more freedom for the killer power. The killer lore, which is not something that has intrigued me too much, is something that could be really, really developed with an original chapter. I don't know about everyone else, but the original chapters, unless they're like really, really well designed or like really well received, people kind of seem to forget about the original DLCs in general, I'd say. So I'm just hoping that this anniversary chapter isn't something like that. I guess I'm talking about like an anniversary chapter kind of like the Clown. The Clown was an original chapter for the anniversary, and he seems kind of forgotten, or just like, I just think a licensed chapter would bring the most hype for the 6th year. I also think that DBD should copy whatever FNAF is doing with their lore and the mystery of their lore and the theories that can be made surrounding their lore, and just like like the character relationships in general, there's no question that the lore in DBD is not as hyped as like the FNAF lore. I think it'd be really cool if Behavior developed new ways to bring out the DBD lore. But hey, maybe none of that matters with a multiplayer game. Anyway, so that does it for this video. Goodbye.